What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Brown, and this is the ashsaidit show. Over 1,900 episodes worldwide since 2014, which is insane to even say. I can't even believe I started doing these shows in my car. But, time flies, and you guys continue to push really, really awesome energy to me. That way I can reach out to amazing brands, much like the one today. We've got the executive director of Prospector Popcorn with us, the wonderful Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Hello, how are you?
I am great. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Ryan. Now, what is the weather like today for you, Ryan? What are you seeing outside?
Staying outside, it's actually pretty nice. Which we're also a movie theater, so we are the opposite. When it's nice weather, we wish it was raining because that's when people come to the theater. But it's actually quite nice. I think it's the mid-70s, sunny here. For personally can't complain, but wish it was raining for the sake of the movie industry in particular.
Certainly. All right. So, what is the origin story of Prospector Popcorn?
Absolutely. So, actually, much like your show and whatnot, we opened in 2014 as well. And so we are known as the Prospector. We started as a movie theater here in Ridgefield, Connecticut, and we're a nonprofit. So our mission is providing competitive and inclusive employment for people with disabilities. And we do that through a multitude of ways, right? So a movie theater has a wide array of jobs available. You have the box office concessions. We have a cafe where we serve beer, wine, and merchandise. We have our commercial kitchen upstairs, which is where we make the gourmet popcorn that we're talking about. We have a landscaping team. We have a production team where we make our own videos and promos and put them on the big screen before each and every first-run movie. So we do so many things, and the core issue that we're trying to tackle is the staggering statistic that roughly 80% of Americans with disabilities do not have a job, and that is a insane number, and it's only gotten worse since the pandemic.
Wow. Yeah. That's
so so we're trying to show the world and other employers that those of us with disabilities can and want to work. We're just not getting the right opportunities, or the opportunities that we are getting are pushing shopping carts, bagging groceries, and we don't think that those jobs. We think there could be better jobs out there for those of us with disabilities, and so our founder and visionary Val Jensen, she used to run, prior to the Prospector, she used to run a arts nonprofit called Sphere, and she would put on plays and shoot films with her friends with disabilities. So she did Romeo and Juliet, Bride of Frankenstein. She would put on all these fabulous productions, and she realized that everybody was always available to rehearse. Nobody had any obligations, nobody had any commitments, and she's like, wait a second, this can't be that the only thing going on in people's days are to rehearse these shows, and what we need are jobs. And I know that my disabilities love productions and films. It's kind of a common ground, moviegoing. Everybody has a favorite actor or actress or film. The town of Ridgefield at the time didn't have a movie theater, so it was something the community needed. And as I said before, there's so many jobs within the movie theater. So all those things combined is what kind of formed the Prospector. And then from there, we always had gourmet popcorn, and we originally just sold it in the concession stand. But we quickly moved, especially during the pandemic. We wanted to find ways of spreading our mission beyond just those that could come see a movie at our physical location. So we launched our e-commerce platform, prospectorpopcorn.org, where you can buy this delicious popcorn and have it shipped straight to your door.
Wow. That is awesome. I love that. Making sure and helping to put people to work, because I have family members, I have friends that all deal with different type of disabilities and ailments and things. And that's one of the number one things is like finding work and, being, in a position to accept a position. Yeah.
Yeah, and we say, one of the biggest things for quality of life is being financially independent and earning a paycheck and waking up and knowing that you're needed somewhere and you have responsibilities and things are expected of you. And that's probably the most gratifying part of the work we do is seeing prospects. That's the name of each and every employee that works here. We're all prospects, and we have 130, which is a large amount for a business our size. But seeing prospects earn their first paycheck and over time, I've known so many people that have been able to move out of their parents' houses, get their first car, and meet all these different milestones. But you're right. All of us know, to some extent, either we self-identify with a disability or somebody that we know has a disability. And truth be told, it's the only sort of diversity group that you can enter in at any point in your life. At any point, you might need, you might have a disability, whether that's temporary or not. And so making sure that there's opportunities available to everybody and being able to help employers see past the stigma and the stereotypes and not be worried about liability and whatnot. So we're trying to do all these things here at the Prospector.
Yeah, I think that you guys are doing amazing work. Just hearing that really warms my heart because, like I said, there's so many people that need that. And I'm hoping that, Prospector, you guys continue to grow and, you get to different cities and different states. And who knows, you guys could be all over the continental U.S. and, maybe one day around the world. You never know.
That's the goal, right? And and one of the vehicles that we're trying to do that with is through the popcorn program. And I'm happy to say we have shipped to all 50 states. And so it's not only delicious, but it's a great representation of our mission because there are so many jobs within that one bag. And when you buy a bag, you're from popping the popcorn to baking and caramelizing and drizzling the chocolate, and then the packaging is done in-house by our production team. So all the graphics are done by us. The blurb on the back by our development team. We have a social media team that promotes it. We have a website team that updates the website. We sell it in person as well. So we have concessionists. So it's just this whole gamut of job opportunities that center around, in this case, this one bag of popcorn.
Yes. All right. So now that we've gotten through a lot of the logistical stuff, Ryan, let's talk about the flavors. You guys have some pretty sensational flavors going on. How did those come about?
So those are all in-house recipes by our kitchen team. And truth be told, my sparkle, I'm not the best in the kitchen. I'm good at business and talking, but by no means I'm usually not allowed anywhere there because I end up spilling and breaking things. But it's all done by our kitchen team, all in-house recipes. And you're absolutely right. This isn't movie theater popcorn that we're just packaging and sending out. These are gourmet flavors. So, we have our classic Belgian chocolate toffee, which is a fan favorite, our classic caramel, cheddar and caramel. And then we kind of, go into some other offshoot flavors. So we have jalapeno cheddar. We have a strawberry ice cream flavor, a maple walnut ice cream. And, of course, since we are now in October and it's the fall season, we have pumpkin spice and apple cinnamon.
All sound amazing. They all sound amazing.
There's something for everybody. So it's we encourage to buy in packs because they definitely they go quickly when they're in the house.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're usually eaten in one sitting. So we encourage buying in packs.
I imagine that they definitely would sell pretty quickly. So people need to pretty much head to the website. Now, where do they need to go to make their purchase?
Yeah, so you can go to prospectorpopcorn.org, and again, you can see all of our flavors there, and we ship anywhere in the United States. We have shipped in all 50 states, so very thankful and fortunate about that. So yeah, prospectorpopcorn.org, also Prospector Popcorn on Instagram. And then if you're using TikTok, there's so many things these days, but if you're on TikTok, we're Prospector Theater on TikTok. So yeah, that's where you can go and buy, and you can subscribe to our mailing list and get updates on when our new flavors come. And there's always a promo code somewhere on the site. So if you want a good 10-15% off, there's always one available that you'll see when you check out.
Yes. Wow. Loving that. Loving that. Ryan, thank you so much for coming through today. We certainly appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
And, I mean, you have to come back. I know you guys are working on some stuff back there we couldn't talk about today, but I would love for you to come back. Absolutely.
Anytime you want, just let me know. I will gladly come back on.
Certainly, Ryan. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.